Osmosis. Osmosis means the passage of flowing of solvent molecules from lower concentrated solution to higher concentrated solution through semi-permeable membrane. That is called osmosis. For example, if you take grape in water, after some time that grape becomes swells because the water flows from outer side to inside of the grape, because the solution present in grape is more concentrated solution, but water is less concentrated solution. Due to less concentration, it flows from outside to inside of the grape. Finally grape becomes swells. So that is called osmosis. There, that grape layer acts as semi permeable membrane. So that is osmosis. So osmosis means the passage of flowing of solvent molecules from lower concentrated solution to higher concentrated solution through semi permeable membrane. That is called osmosis. This osmosis is two types. One is endosmosis, one more is exosmosis. Endosmosis means the process in which solvent flow from outer to inner is called endosmosis. For example, same example, take grape in water. In that case, water enters into grape. That means water flows from outside to inside of the grape. So grape finally becomes swells. That is why that is called endosmosis. One more osmosis, that is exosmosis. This is opposite of endosmosis. That means the process in which solvent flows from inner to outer is called exosmosis. For example, take that grape in salt solution. So compared to salt solution, the solution present in grape is less concentration, so that the solution present in grape comes from grape and enters into salt solution. Finally grape becomes shrinks, not swells, shrinks. So that is called exosmosis. So every time solvent flows from lower concentrated solution to higher concentrated solution. So in this example, grape in salt water, so salt water is more concentrated solution, the solution present in grape is less concentrated. That is why the solvent present in grape comes from grape to salt water. So finally grape becomes shrinks. So that is it is called exosmosis. So this is all about osmosis. Now we should discuss osmotic pressure. This is one of the colligative property. This is last colligative property. This is represented by pi. So osmotic pressure means the pressure which is required to stop the osmosis is called osmotic pressure. Simple. So the pressure which is required to stop the osmosis is called osmotic pressure. Here some points are there. For example, if applied pressure is more than osmotic pressure, then reverse osmosis takes place. This is very important point. For example, to stop the osmosis, suppose 2 atmosphere is required. That 2 atmosphere is considered as osmotic pressure. Suppose if I apply 3 osmotic pressure, then what happens? Reverse osmotic pressure takes place due to excess of pressure. Reverse osmotic pressure means solvent flows from higher concentrated solution to lower concentrated solution. That is called reverse osmotic pressure. So if you apply more pressure than osmotic pressure, then reverse osmotic takes place. So reverse osmosis means solvent flows from higher concentrated solution to lower concentrated solution. That is called reverse osmosis. Suppose if applied pressure is less than osmotic pressure, then osmosis takes place. For example, in previous example, we assumed that osmotic pressure is 2. Suppose if I apply one pressure, in that case osmotic pressure is 2. If suppose I applied 1 atmospheric pressure, then there is no chance of reverse osmosis. Then there is a chance of osmosis, because here applied pressure is less than osmotic pressure. Then osmosis takes place. Osmosis means solvent flows from lower concentrated solution to higher concentrated solution. Suppose if applied pressure is equal to osmotic pressure, then no osmosis takes place. Suppose in that same example again. Osmotic pressure is 2. If I apply 2 pressure, that means pressure is having 2 atmospheres, then there is no chance of osmosis. Then there is no chance of reverse osmosis. No osmosis takes place. So these 3 points are very important. So osmosis means solvent flows from lower concentrated solution to higher concentrated solution. That is called osmosis. For example, take grape in water. After some time that grape becomes swells because the water flows into grape. Why? Because the solution present in grape is more concentrated, so that the water comes from outer to inner of the grape. Finally grape becomes swells. That is called osmosis. Next, hypertonic solution, hypotonic solution. These are also very important for 1 mark questions. Suppose for example I take 2 solutions, 2 osmotic pressure solutions. For example, in first case osmotic pressure is 1, second case osmotic pressure is 2. For example, the solution which is having less osmotic pressure is called hypotonic solution. The solution which is having higher osmotic pressure is called hypertonic. So simple. The solution which is having less osmotic pressure is called hypotonic. More osmotic pressure is called hypertonic. So the definition is the solution having higher osmotic pressure is called hypertonic solution. Hypertonic means the solution having lower osmotic pressure is called hypotonic solution. Simple definitions. Next one, isotonic solution. Iso means same. That means suppose if we take 2 solutions, those 2 solutions having same osmotic pressure, then those 2 solutions are called isotonic solutions. So isotonic solutions means the solutions having same osmotic pressure is called isotonic solutions. For example, blood is isotonic with saline solution. Saline solution means 0.9% W by V NaCl. That means 0.9 grams of NaCl is present in 100 ml solution. That is called saline solution. That means blood and saline solution both are having same osmotic pressure. Here the formula for osmotic pressure is pi equal to mRT, where pi is osmotic pressure, m is molarity, r is universal gas constant, T is temperature. So this is all about osmotic pressure, and this is all about colligative properties. So first colligative property is relative lowering of vapor pressure, that is equal to mole fraction of solution. Second colligative property is elevation of boiling point, so that is delta TB, that equal to Kb into m. And the third colligative property, that is depression in freezing point, that is delta TF, that is equal to Kf into m. And finally osmotic pressure, that is pi equal to mRT. So if you see all these formulas, we can conclude one point, that is all colligative properties is directly proportional to number of particles, nothing but number of moles, because in all these formulas number of moles is directly proportional to its colligative properties. For example, pi equal to mRT. M means number of moles per volume. That means for number of moles into pi, directly relation. Similarly, in case of depression in freezing point, elevation in boiling point, their formulas is delta TB equal to Kb into m. M means molality. There also number of moles present in 1 kg solvent. So there also number of moles, and delta TB delta directly relation. Similarly, in case of RLVP also directly relation is there. So from all these points, we can say that all colligative properties is directly proportional to number of particles. That means as number of particles increases, colligative properties also increases. So this is all about colligative properties.